Hi Internet, welcome to the channel. Let's do the Saturday New York Times crossword puzzle for August 23rd, 2025. The constructor is Ryan Judge, the editor is Will Shorts, and I'm John Appleseed, your host here on the channel. The Saturday puzzles are the most difficult of the week by design. So let's see what we have here today. Some longish, we have one grid spanning answer and 36 across. One across is relative of upward dog to 50 down. Upward dog is a yoga pose. 50 down is one across teachers. Maybe that's yogis. Let's get some crossing letters for those. One down is unfounded rumor. Don't know. Two down, tired expression. A cliche might fit. Three down, something that can be raised or passed. Don't know. Four down, Mexico's blank conchos. Los conchos? The conchos? I don't know what that is. It had a band, maybe. Five down, literally, at another time. Don't know. Six down, artificially inflates. No. Seven down, city where the Men's College World Series takes place. Don't know that. Eight down, stuffed boiled in sugar shacks. Don't know that either. Nine down, place to hear game results. An analysis. Sports Center or something like that. 14 across, noted line in Buddhism. Not sure about that. 16 across, galaxy program. No. 18 across is rapper whose father is the jazz musician Oludara. No. 22 across, makes rapidly without. Busts out quickly. Don't know. 28 across is MLB All-Star closer Blank Diaz. I think that's Edwin Diaz. Kind of rings a bell. 14 down is takes a series of steps. Maybe it ends in an S. One down is the unfounded rumor. I like cliche. 23 down is Japanese company whose products click with customers. There's some kind of computer mouse thing. Dresser part could be a drawer or not. Okay, I think Edwin is wrong, but I'm not sure what else would go in there. 31 across, product pitched by a pitcher. Don't know that. Okay, let's try this northeast corner. We've got some shorter across answers. 10 across, many Intuit employees for short. Ooh, there's the thunder outside. Intuit makes personal finance software like TurboTax, that kind of thing, I think. 15 across, international grocery chain founded in Germany. I think that's Aldi. 17 across, break. Rest, maybe. 20 across, country whose name is an anagram of a common means of getting there. Have to figure out some of those letters, I think. 25 across, mutually accepts. Nope. 10 down, blank noctem. Motto meaning, go enjoy the night. Gaude, I think, means rejoice in Latin. Gaude noctem is not a phrase I've heard. 11 down, by all means, go ahead. Nope, 12 down, jingle accompaniment. Jingle jangle. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, as I go riding merrily along. 21 down is hospital test, MRI or EKG. 26 down, composer of In the Hall of the Mountain King. Edvard Grieg, I think. Is that the one that goes bum 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 bum? No, that's the Nutcracker. I don't know. 29 across, staple at a car wash. A rag for drying your car. And then we could put in EKG or ECG or EEG. Mutually accepts. Maybe it's not Grieg. 27 down, destination of an annual race since 1973. No, 30 across, one might be fragile. You can have a fragile ego. My ego is getting a little bruised at the moment with this crossword puzzle. 35 across, Drew Carey once called it crossword puzzle cheese. Whose line is it anyway? Edom is a common crossword answer. I'm going to try that. And haven't heard that Drew Carey referred to it that way. My favorite clue for idiom was cheese that's made backwards. 27 down. Does the Iditarod dog sled race go to Nome, Alaska, maybe? That's kind of a guess. This could be agrees on. For 25 across, mutually accepts, agrees on. The mutually, I'm a little confused. Mutually implies that there's more than one party, so why is the verb in third person singular? I don't know. This gaude. And then by all means, go ahead. Please do. Okay. An ad slogan might accompany an advertising jingle. "36 across says, I've helped all I can. There's no more to be done," or something like that. Let's try rest for break. Remain untouched is to sit undisturbed. Okay. CPAs might be involved in making tax software. Carpe noctem, seize the night. Carpe diem, I've heard, so carpe noctem would be the nighttime equivalent. Nepal is an anagram of plane, which might be a way to get there. Okay, that works. All right, we've got that corner done. 9 down is place to hear, game results, and analysis. ESPN radio, maybe. On Sirius or an app or something might have ESPN where you can hear game results and analysis. Okay, here is giving us a little hint there, I think. So product pitched by a pitcher. I've seen pitcher used to refer to baseball pitchers, to advertising, people pitching products, or tents. Scouts pitching tents, or campers pitching tents. Is it some kind of camping thing? No. 34 down. Horace's blank Poetica, Ars Poetica. The art of poetry, I think. 33 down. Allowed to strike. Something about a union strike. 23 down. That's a Japanese company with click. Dresser part. All right, I'm going to take out Edwin Diaz. I think that's wrong. But we'll come back to it. 31 across, product pitched by a pitcher. Some kind of aid? A band-aid? Don't know. 41 across, field goal announcement. It's good. You might hear that on ESPN radio. If you're listening to the game. 40 across, Stephen Blank, Best Actor nominee for 2020's Minari. Don't know that. 42 across, Blank Hill. Hill capitalized, so maybe it's a name. Joe Hill. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you or me. I'm going to guess Joe Hill. Oops, got to be in the acrosses. Then what would 36 down be if that's a J? Island in a classic video game. Fiji is an island. I don't know a video game set there. 40 across, that's Stephen Blank. Hit list for 48 across. Could be a list of popular songs or something. 43 down, Blank Choi is bok choy. It's formed in Pittsburgh. 32 down. Don't know that. 33 down, allowed to strike. I feel like maybe let me at him, let me hit him, and you were let at him. Not really liking that. I've helped all I can. My work here is done. Yes. Something like that. And then 35 down, boy on the Munsters. Eddie was a character on the Munsters. 39 down, word before how or where, but not who. somehow, somewhere, but you don't say someone, some who, you say someone instead. Okay, I think this is, my work here is done. Does that fit? It does. No, it doesn't. My job here is done. 33 down. 32 down, that's what is formed in Pittsburgh. 48 across is the hit list. 52 across is a Japanese healing technique. Reiki, I think, is some kind of massage technique. That kind of rings a bell. 49 down, animated princess of film. Elsa doesn't fit. 56 across, overturn. Nope. 61 across, one's primary character in video game lingo. Is that the hero? 63 across, very vocal, avian. A crow, maybe? Have raucous calls. 58 down, let me think. Let me think. 37 down, what's your decision? Nope. 38 down, joined enthusiastically. All right, I'm not liking crow anymore. 49 down, animated princess. Princess. Yeah, none of those make sense to me. 44 across is hands, humorously. Your mitts. That kind of be a slangy vernacular way to refer to your hands. 51 across, eye up and down. To leer at. 55 across, type of alcoholic beverage that originated in the UK, despite its name. Oh, that's probably an India Pale Ale, IPA. 53 across, medical lead-in to scope. I don't know. 57 across, plant-based meat alternative that sizzles. No. 58 down is night to remember, perhaps. Don't know that. 50 down, if this is yogis. Doesn't click with any of the other possibilities I'm thinking about. 54 down, mineral with the Mohs hardness of 1. Mohs scale goes from 1 is the softest mineral, which is talc, up to the hardest mineral, diamond, with a value of 10. Remember that from high school science class and was reminded of it in a recent puzzle. 51 down, cute sound. Nope. 59 down, busy blank. Busy bee? You've been a busy bee? 60 down, anti-apartheid party, in brief, was the African National Congress, I think. 45 down, White House daughter of the 1960s and 70s. Tricia Nixon was Nixon's daughter. Have no more money to bet. I'm tapped out. Would you just say I'm tapped? I have no more money to bet? And then 47 down is really into, in slang, stands, maybe. Okay. So that's 57 across is the plant-based meat alternative that sizzles. Some kind of bacon. And then tap out. It's kind of a wrestling thing. But Tricia Nixon could be spelled with CIA at the end rather than SHA. 64 across, perfect adoptee. So per is a hint. It's going to be some kind of cat. An adoptee, a rescue cat. Let's try tap out. I'm not quite sure I'm getting the grammar or the syntax. I have no more money to bet. I tap out. Whatever. So some kind of genius for 62 across, criminal mastermind, maybe an evil genius. Then cute sound. The sound in cute, the vowel sound could be a long U. Ooh, cute. Is an otoscope a thing you use to examine your ear, maybe? Vegan bacon, is that a thing? Then that does fit with yogis for 50 down, people who might teach upward dog. 58 down is a night to remember, the eve of something. I guess you would remember that more than the day after? Probably not. The Ohio River, does that originate in Pittsburgh? Could be. Then allowed to strike. Maybe it is let out. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid Man is a pitcher, isn't he? Oh yeah, he's a big red pitcher. Hey, Kool-Aid. Okay, let's try let at, kind of another syntactically questionable answer, I think. Hit list. Princess who? 56 across. Overturn. Could it be oust? Like overturn a government? Tiana? I'm not understanding 48 across either. I don't like that orty ending. Princess Tiana was in one of the Disney films. A myna bird is a mimicking bird. Is your icon? That might be your character on the little mini map. Let me think. Well, like, for that. An M or another H. Overturn. This could be joined in or something. Are you the main character? Your main versus your side character or something? And then say, what do you say? Something in. Your joined, so I want to say joined in, or jumped in, maybe. That would fit. My job here is done. Dresser part. You might have a knob on the drawer of a dresser. I'm thinking of dresser as a chest of drawers kind of thing. Knocks out. Let me knock this out real quick. Okay. Don't know this Japanese company. A tired expression. Okay, could it be a furrowed brow? I'm trying to put Edwin back in here. Unfounded rumor. And take a series of steps. Hike or Japanese company. Let's take out Joe Hill. Maui is an island. Is that in a video game? Hit list. Well, I just don't like this orty ending, but bok choy is right. Ohio River looks right. Let at. I don't like that, but I can't think what other thing would be yogis. Everything else seems to fit up there. Let me just take out this Y because I want to think about it a little bit more. Okay, let's work on this upward section here. So is there So a pose, upward dog is a yoga pose. Is that what it is? Or is it some other kind of pose, like a pigeon pose or something? Maybe if it ends in pose. Then 8 down could be stuff boiled in sugar shacks. You boil what? Molasses? No. Ocala is a city in Florida. It might be a good place for a baseball series. Artificially inflates. And a certain tray's contents. Not getting any of these answers. Noted line in Buddhism. Is it like a line of descent, like the Dalai Lama or something? Or is it like a line from Buddhist scripture? Galaxy program. Galaxy was an arcade video game. What would the program be? Certain trays contents. Yeah. No. ESPN radio. How confident am I about that? Kind of like it. Nepal looks right. All of these look right. Is this some kind of app, an application? You boil sap. You might boil maple tree sap to make maple syrup. So that might be a sugar shack kind of thing. Okay. Noted line. Well, this has to end in an S, doesn't it? Artificially inflates. Pumps up. At another time. Could this be some kind of wind? I got wind of a rumor. Products. Click. Wow. Not getting much here. Okay, let's start back up at the top. Okay, 14 down. Take a series of steps. If it's not knocks out, let me knock this out. Let me take out knob as well. Just like Edwin Diaz. Tired expression. I'm tired. Rapper. Is there another word for hike that has 5 letters? Maybe this is, maybe it's Omaha. Omaha is another city with 5 letters that might have good weather for a baseball World Series. Then this could be the llamas, the line of the descendants who filled the office of llama. Pads, to pad the numbers works. Okay, then this is some kind of app, a Galaxy program. You can have ash in an ashtray for 19 across. At another time. Alias. Is that what that means? Alia means other. So an alias might be a name you were known by at another time. I have my true name, but at other times I'm known as John Appleseed. Okay, so that works. And what kind of pose have we got that ends? Is it an asana pose? I'll try Los Conchos. I don't know what that is. You can raise a bet. Can you pass a bet? I pass? Is that something? Kind of app. Galaxy is a kind of car. Galaxy is a phone, isn't it? A Galaxy phone, a Samsung phone. What is the operating system? An Android app is the operating system for Galaxy phones. Yes. So Rio Conchos, maybe there's a Conchos River in Mexico. Yes, this is some kind of pose. Raise the bar, pass the bar. A zebra pose? I haven't heard of that, but could be. Unfounded rumor. Or is this an old saw? Could be a trite expression. Maybe there's a cobra pose. Okay, let's try an old saw for a trite expression. Can you whack out something? A canard is an unfounded rumor. The French word for duck somehow in English means like an unfounded rumor, that's what they say kind of thing. Okay, it's Dalai Lama's, I guess, for the noted line in Buddhism. Okay. Take a series of steps is to dance. Yes, Nas is a rapper. Let me crack this out. I guess that works. And so it was Edwin Diaz. How many times have I doubted that? I don't know this Japanese company, though. Dance canard. Old saw. Stephen with 4 letters. We're almost a half hour here. I'm really struggling with this puzzle today. Minari. Just haven't heard of that film. Stephen. Just trying to see if a name comes as an actor. Steven Seagal. Stephen Ray. Stephen. No. What's your decision? What'll it be? What do you say? I've helped all I can. What else would it be? I like my work here is done. Knob. Not thrilled about that either. Blank Hill. Let's put Joe Hill back in. Try Fiji. Hit list. Could it be undo? Let me think. Undo for overturn, and then Princess Fiona from not a Disney film, but Shrek. Don't know the studio that made that. The top 40 is indeed a music hit list. Okay, and that does give me an ordy ending, which I just couldn't figure out. So an island, fortnight, Takes place on an island, doesn't it? Is it the island of Fort? Maybe. What's your decision? Could be yay or nay. Maybe spelled like that. And my job here is done. Goes back in. Jumped in. For joined enthusiastically. Stephen. So I don't know that. The island of Mist. Mist is a video game. Maybe it takes place on an island of mist. Sam Hill. What in the Sam Hill was I thinking with Joe Hill? Okay, we've got that. Okay, we're left with a crossing of an actor I don't know and a Japanese company I don't know. Stephen Yun seems most plausible to me. Sikon. It doesn't even sound Japanese to me. Cisco is not a Japanese company. My job here is done. Okay, if I put an N in here, I'm actually not confident this is going to be right, but N is my best guess. Let's try it. Almost there. I can't think what else it would be. Carpe noctem. EEG instead of EKG. Do I have anything else I was not confident about? Well, most of them. All right, let me, I could look up the name of the actor, I guess. That would be my preferred cheat is something that I could look up on the internet rather than just revealing the puzzle. But in the interest of time, I usually, when I'm recording a video, I just reveal the puzzle. And let's figure out what I've got wrong. Nikon cranks out. Let me crank this out real quick. Nikon is a company I've heard of. They make cameras, so that's a product that clicks with customers. Yeah, Nikon. I think I had a C in there from knocks out, right? I should have taken that C out and thought about, yeah, if I had blank IKON as a Japanese company, I would have gotten that. So I could have guessed the N for Yun, taken that C out. Okay, that's a mistake and a lesson learned. Yeah, if you don't know what the letter is and you try something and it doesn't work, take out the complete word. Don't leave letters in there that makes you think that they are correct. All right, other than that, everything else is correct. So silly mistake with Nikon. And some of these other clues, tap out. I have no more money to bet. I tap out. Do you do that when you leave the game? I'm going to tap out? I've heard it more like I'm tapped out. You tap out of a wrestling match, maybe. All right. And then what's another one? Cranks out. I'm going to crank this out. Makes rapidly. That makes sense. I like that better than wax out, which I had in there. Knock out also makes sense to me. Dance is a clever clue. Canard, an old saw. Difficult for me to figure out. This was a tough puzzle. So I'm going to put this constructor on my list of difficult crossword makers and go forward from here. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.